Salem's Lot has been adapted twice before as a miniseries, once in 1979 and once in 2003, but never as a feature-length film. It was Stephen King's second novel, and at over 400 pages long, it's packed with characters. Tobe Hooper's original miniseries from 1979 runs at 3 hours, and though it shows its age, it still holds up. The vampire lurks around off-screen for most of the movie, as the citizens of a small town are slowly turned into his servants. It's a metaphor for the death of the small American town during the peak of Nixon-era paranoia. Salem's Lot 2024 attempts to cram the entire story into a movie under 2 hours and loses the depth of its source material, becoming another tired vampire movie with underwhelming special effects. The Nosferatu-esque Barlow looks good, but the CG during the conclusion is weak. The movie was intended to be like the original, 3 hours long, but the studio forced it down to 2. The loss of an entire hour means events start happening fast. There is no time to breathe. We see the vampire too early in the film. We should see the slow decay of the townspeople before we actually see the source of their downfall. The mystery makes it scarier. There's not any time to get to know these characters. The protagonist, a writer named Ben Mears, who is a surrogate for King, is played by Lewis Pullman, the son of Bill Pullman. His take on the character is flat, without much charisma. He doesn't give the vibe of a novelist with his vacant stare. It's not great casting. The love story sucks. There was more chemistry between David Soul and Bonnie Bedelia in the original. James Mason played the vampire's familiar Straker impeccably towards the end of his career, but the villain in the remake is not memorable. The leads are weak, but there are a few standouts in the supporting cast, most notably Bill Camp as the high school teacher. William Sadler is fun as the town constable. In his first scene, he basically says he hates having to do his job. Kenneth McMillan played the character as more stern and serious, which is a surprise because he played the flying fat man Baron Harkonnen in David Lynch's Dune. The problem with the original is that it was shot for television, so the cuts are sharper than in a film. It still had the runtime to explore its themes, even if it was limited by the format. As Salem's Lot 2024 was released straight to streaming, it might as well have been 3 hours. It's a disappointing adaptation. It's competently shot, but factoring in some of the weaker acting, a longer cut might not be that much better. It's not a surprise that it isn't very good, because it was filmed in 2021 and has been searching for a home ever since. The actor who plays one of the vampire's victims, Cameron Crevetti, has grown several years older since filming this. He also plays Ryan, a pivotal character on The Boys, which is working on its final season. Some scenes are played for comedy, where there shouldn't be any. Tobe Hooper's adaptation never needed to do this. It kept the tone grounded and natural. Larry Cohen's A Return to Salem's Lot is the fun sequel from 1987, featuring hilarious low-budget practical effects, uncomfortable age gap sex scenes, language which can't be used today in a film,
They're right. We think they're retarded.
and B-movie director Samuel Fuller chomping on a cigar as he chases down Nazis. Salem's Lot 2024 doesn't have any of the campy flavor of the sequel either. It's another lackluster Stephen King reboot, like the forgettable Firestarter from 2022. It's the second movie for director Gary Dauberman following Annabelle Comes Home in 2019. He mostly works on Conjuring spin-off trash like Annabelle and The Nun, but he did write the 2 successful It movies based on King's work. Salem's Lot is a more tightly written story than the 1,000-page It, and though it didn't need to be 2 movies, it deserved more than this. The town is overwhelmed by vampires before the audience has any time to care about their fate. Watch Mike Flanagan's Midnight Mass instead, which is a better adaptation of Salem's Lot, even though it's not one.